Welcome back, Blade fans. This old sword with you once again. And I want to start off this video by giving a shout out to all my subscribers and thanking you for putting me over 1,000 subscribers just last evening. So let's see, this is March 26th. I don't have my watch on. Oh my goodness. It is March 26th. It's crazy these days, working from home and COVID times and so forth. Can't tell what the date is anymore. Anyway, let me get to the topic at hand, and once again, thank you. We will be having a giveaway very shortly. Just need to sort of gather myself together here and figure it out and get maybe a little bit further over that mountaintop of 1,000. Make sure we're staying there. And then we will set up a giveaway, and it'll be a good one. So stay tuned for that. Today's video is about appreciation and love of Wee knives. So I've done a couple videos in the past, and there may be a blade or two that has snuck in here again. I try to be unique. But let me start off over from the right here. And if you need specs, if you need more details, if you want a deeper dive into any of these knives, there are individual reviews on each. This is the Wee 617, and I believe it's the 617E because of the handle color. This is a tan G10. This is one of the great sleeper knives, if you will, of the whole Wee line. And unfortunately, it's out of production. But I still see some out there on eBay. So check them out. Different handle colors. I think green and desert tan here are the ones. So what's so appealing and interesting about this blade? Well, this one's in two-tone. They aren't always that way. This has a really nice either DLC or some other black blade coating. It's a D2 blade. You don't see too many Wee knives in D2. You see Civivis in D2. But this is done just as well as many of their higher end knives. We have a titanium backspacer, a titanium clip. The D2 blade, an exquisite action, drop shutting, very quick out of the gate. Some really nice appointments. I mean, that's a nice milled textured G10. I like the backspacer the way it rises up just enough to give you that lanyard hole. Plenty of grip here, and plenty of grip here on the jimping on the blade. Not really a go forward there, but the handle is very comfortable and contoured. It is super lightweight. At least it feels it. And I said no measurements, but not having them in memory, not having written them down, I'm getting 4 ounces. So for something with a blade, almost, I think it is 4 inches actually. Yeah. For a 4-inch blade, there's your ounce per inch. That's what a lot of people feel the perfect world is, an ounce per inch on your EDC knife. Again, action's great. You may or may not like the harpoon blade. I like it. It's interesting. It's a very pronounced one. It just makes it very unique. Here you've got some nice detail marks there that are also filled in black. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on just one knife, but watch Zelrich's review on this blade. He loves it. It's a great working knife. And you can pick these up. If you're on the right store on eBay, you can get these for like 85 bucks. It's incredible. I don't think there's any value in a EDC knife out there as good as this if you can get it. Moving on. Another lightweight. This is a design by Kellen Bogardus, if I have his name correctly. I believe it was 2019 it won Innovative Import Knife of the Year or some such thing. Again, I did a separate review on this blade, so check it out. It should be under the We Knives playlist. All titanium handle and heavily weight relieved inside. Don't know that you can pick that up, but there is a girder-like patchwork of skeletonizing inside to make it as light as it is. I think this one's coming in around 4 ounces as well. I'm going to slap it on the scale off to the side here. 3.7 ounces. And it's a 4-inch blade. All titanium handle. Very interesting clip that is got a pocket milled into the handle to accept a clip, so it's very low profile. You do not get any hot spots from that clip. That's one of the cool things. He was out to design a knife you could really use every day. By the way, M390 on this blade, and they are coming in, I think, in the high twos, somewhere around there. I'm not sure what the price is today. He tried to do all the design aspects so that it's a usable knife. Great jimping there, but if you want to put your thumb in there, you've got that dish for your thumb. There are finger grooves on this, but you wouldn't know it except for the index finger. Really comfortable knife. And got some pretty good stock right out to the end. Action, very smooth on bearings. Positive lockup of that frame lock. Just a gorgeous knife. The 037. I think 037 was probably a number that Kellen picked. And nice stonewash there, huh? Beautiful. This is the bronze color. They come in a few different ones. I don't know where 037 comes from because there is a also We has its own number for the knife. Its stock number. So crazy. Isn't that a beautiful choil? Really nice. If you want to choke up, it locks in. I mean, you're right there between that finger, and the thumb. Good Lord. That's a beautiful knife. Higher end production, but maybe something you would be interested in. I'm going to maybe jump over to the left now. And this is the Roxy 4. It's a design by Todd Knife and Tool. It is a follow-on to the Roxy, and I think the Roxy 2 maybe, which were shorter knives. I don't know the entire Roxy line. This you can middle finger flick. You have a very low profile flipper tab. You can use the thumb. It's just gorgeous. A real live choil without any danger of getting your finger nicked putting it in there next to the blade. You do lose the sharpening choil. A lot of people don't like that. But you get a very sharp edge. I already sharpened this on a KME. I didn't have any real problems. I mean, you can see that maybe it doesn't go all the way out there, but there's plenty of useful cutting edge for me. Look at that fuller that runs from the hole in the blade out there. Jimping, you got a landing pad, Zelrich likes to call it, for the index finger. When you flip it, your finger ends positively right in there. Got some beautiful detail on the back strap. All titanium, S35VN for the blade. If you like warnies, this is certainly one to add to the collection. Plenty of aggressive jimping there. And yep, can be held in point down position. Not bad. Todd Knife and Tool has kind of a signature clip that they like to use. So there you see it with that little half moon cut out. And it's a brass anodized on just the clip. This one also comes in a flame version, which is kind of interesting. This is the gray plain natural titanium. An awesome knife, the Roxy 4 by Wee. One of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but this is the Scopio. And this is by TNT Designs. There's the logo. I did a review on this. My good friend Dirk Werning did a review on his channel. He loved the knife. I love the knife. What can I say? Really interesting compound grind there. Faceted blade. There is a fixed blade version of this as well. The Scopio. Scoppio. And I can't recall what that means, but a lot of these names, you know, do have connections. So it's worth kind of trying to figure out what the designer came up with. Completely enclosed back. Got to silence my phone there. Sorry about that. Should leave it in the other room. Anyway, the Scopio. Again, beautiful, kind of distressed, stone-washed, antique-looking. This is kind of the brass version. And it comes in a couple different other colors, I think blue, and not sure what else. I think they all have the blackened blade. The blade itself has sort of got an interesting stone-washed, black-washed, worn look to it. This is 20 CV, CPM 20 CV, really high-end, nice steel. It's a great size knife. I think it's like a 3.65 or 3.6 inch blade. Plenty of meat. Has a internal pin system. I didn't point this out in a review, but there's the pins, and they are what lock the knife up, so you don't see a locking bar there. Really neat construction. All titanium handle, as I said, 20 CV blade. Just a real unique knife, and I'm not spending a whole lot of time on them today, but that cutout for the lock bar is really interesting. It's something you see we do. Not a deep carry, but hey, can't get everything. It is a nice looking clip regardless. And last but not least, the Chimera, the name of an ancient mythological creature that was a combination of different creatures. I think this is an internal Wee design. Beautiful ergos, an antique look with kind of brass coming through the black on the titanium. S35 on this one, I believe. And Wee is so light on their billboarding. I mean, other than that's always on the pivot. You'll see that on all of them. But you have to look really hard to find the blade steel. Sometimes you need to close the knife. See if I can locate it. There it is, right on the flipper tab. And I challenge you to see it. Maybe you'll need to zoom in. There it is, S35VN. I mean, that's crazy. We complain about billboarding on knives. I mean, put this up to some of the, like a Tops knife or something, and I'm not putting Tops down because I like their knives, but they would have the name all over the blade. With this, you've got a real art piece, and that's one thing I appreciate about the Wii knives. Each one is like a work of art, whether it's an EDC that you're going to use all day long or not. And any of these will hold up to that. There are no weaklings in the crowd here. But that is the Chimera. Real interesting blade. Comes in a couple different handle colors, I believe, as well. I think it's still being made. I can't keep track of what goes in and out of production, but perfect ergos on this. I mean, your hand just sinks right into it. It's gorgeous. All of them have good ergos, I would say, in different ways. All right, so let's bring them back out for an encore here. We got the Chimera, the Scopio, the Roxy, the 037, and the 617. Hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. This Old Sword, signing out.